So it's kind of not really settled yet. People aren't really settled, and yet it's quite late, really. I don't know what to do. I always try to direct traffic the way it's going. You know what I mean? Because that's the best way, right, Perry? Direct the traffic the way it's going, and everybody will be with you. That's right, a salmon. I didn't even think of that. Should I give it a few more minutes? It's like everybody is. Oh, okay. All right, well, maybe we should start with a little, what do we do, Hevenu? Hevenu Shalom Aleichem. Hevenu Shalom Aleichem. Hevenu Shalom Aleichem. Hevenu Shalom, Shalom, Shalom Aleichem. Hevenu Shalom Aleichem. Hevenu Shalom Aleichem. Hevenu Shalom Aleichem. Hevenu Shalom, Shalom, Shalom Aleichem. Nothing like a little Hevenu Shalom Aleichem. And I'd like to invite our wonderful Diane to come and bless our candles for us today. And that is on page 120.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we by our lives give light. Sorry. No, my cousin just passed away, so.
I'm just going to be here with you.
Thanks.
Okay.
Okay. As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us.
As their brightness
This reminds us of the generations
of
of
Israel.
Israel who have kindled light. So may we,
In our own day, be among
those
those.
who kindle light.
Amen. Amen. Oh, here, right here.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was what I forgot. I'll do it with you.
Okay, good.
Ba-
We're ready.
Baruch
atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Amen. Thank you. No problem. No. Okay. Ooh. Okay, we turn to page 138, where we find Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Likrat Kala, Ele Shabbat, Nekabla, Nekabla. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Likrat Kala, Pene Shabbat, Nekabla, Nekabla. Shamor וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ולתפארת ולי תהילה. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Likrat Kala, Pene Shabbat, Nekabla, Nekabla. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Likrat Kala, Pene Shabbat, Nekabla, Nekabla. בואי לשלום, עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובסולה. תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Likrat Kala, Pene Shabbat, Nekabla, Nekabla. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Likrat Kala, Pene Shabbat, Nekabla, Nekabla. And we have Shalom Aleichem on page 142, also on our extra pages for the extra verses that I wrote in English. Yes, it's well distributed. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem leshalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Barchuni leshalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Zeichem leshalom, Malachei Hashalom, מלאכי עליון. מי מלך מלאכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. Shalom Aleichem, and to all your friends as well. Welcome, angels on high. Come and join us at our Shabbat table. Share our cup of joy. Come join our singing. Let your spirit soar with us. Together we will rise tonight. When we gather, fellowship and joy abound. Love and peace are filling our hearts. And we invite Ira, our fearless leader, to regale us with announcements.
Thank you, Rabbi, and good Shabbos, everyone. And welcome to Shabbat services at Temple Beth Emet of Burbank. Services are conducted tonight by Rabbi Janet Bieber with our music director, Robin Kreisberg, and David Nathans accompanying. The Oneg Shabbat tonight is provided by the Barlow family in honor of Rachel's birthday.
All right.
I want to make a special acknowledgement to Tracy, who is somewhere around here and all the way in the back. We have had filming here all week, from morning until evening. And when I came in, she was just finishing vacuuming the entire temple by herself and making sure the front door was closed and double checking the bathrooms. And so thank you so much, Tracy. She is in charge of lining up our filming gigs and our rental gigs, and she's been very busy, which is very good for us. So thank you for that too. Yeah, and she'll make you a good deal. Next Friday, March 14th, we'll be observing Purim, and the religious school will be presenting a play. We'll be reading from the Megillah. This is during Shabbat. Costumes are encouraged, and there will be prizes. We are asking everyone to contribute to the Oneg Shabbat by bringing Purim treats so that we have plenty of goodies afterwards, after we wear ourselves out spinning the grogger. This month, the book club is reading Once Upon a Time in Beverly Hills by Elaine Franklin, who we all got to know a couple weeks ago at our most recent Meet the Author event. The book is available on Amazon. I think we've turned all of ours back in to them. Religious school is in session this Sunday at 9 a.m. Remember, daylight savings time starts.
Uh-oh.
So
You know what that means.
set your clocks ahead an hour Saturday night, or it will be later than you think. Saturday, March 29 at 10:30, we'll be having our very first Saturday Shabbat service. It's not actually our first because we do it for bar bat mitzvahs, but this will be a general service. There will be no Friday night service the night before. It starts, like I said, at 10:30, and we hope that you can all make it to that. Remember, the temple is available for rental for filming. Talk to Tracy, or other events, filming classes, parties, whatever. As a matter of fact, we're going to be filming this Sunday as well. Another all-day thing. So yeah, we've been real busy bees. We continue to collect non-perishable food for local food banks. What about films too? They're hungry when they get here.
Oh, that old Freudian slip.
They've got their own services though, and they have better food than most of us have at home, I think. New and unwrapped toys for Children's Hospital, no stuffed animals, please. And as you prepare for St. Patrick's Day, that great Jewish holiday of corned beef, and you're shopping at Ralph's, make sure you've registered your Ralph's community card with them, indicating Temple Beth Emet of Burbank as your designated charity, and we will get a slice off of your corned beef brisket. Now, as I always ask, have I forgotten anything?
Yes, oh,
In April? April 4th? 5th.
5th, yeah.
4th and 5th, they'll be here Friday night, and the main service will be on Saturday.
Of course, it's Finn Lava.
Yeah, and this will be Rabbi Bieber's first bar bat mitzvah student at Temple Beth Emet. So let's initiate that and pray for many, many more in the years to come. And yes, there's a board meeting. I'm sorry, I forgot to put that on my notes. There's a board meeting Tuesday at 7 o'clock. So if you're on the board, show up, and if you're not on the board, you can show up anyway. We'd like to pick your brain, get your ideas, and get you to volunteer for something. Thank you. Good Shabbos, everyone.
Good Shabbos. I have been entertaining an idea, I've mentioned it to a few people, about having a cabaret here. What I mean by that is, Joel Gray is not coming. But we'll have just as great of talent. And we have a wonderful young man named Joey. What's Joey's last name? Tanner. Okay, and he is an unbelievable jazz pianist, and he has a combo, and he wants to accompany me. You don't maybe know this about me, but I sing jazz, and I love to do it, and so we're going to do some of that. But basically, it's going to be like a showcase for people who have talents they want to share with the community, and maybe, they don't frequent the Catalina Club or, whatever. So it's going to be I'm hoping for maybe a monthly thing, but I'm not positive. I'm just having a concept of it, and if you have ideas, come and talk to me about it. And if you know people who might want to do something, and we'll have a list, a sign-up list, and then the show will be approximately an hour long, and then we'll hopefully have some sort of refreshment afterwards, and it will be a little bit of money for the temple. I'm hoping that we'll talk about how we'll arrange that. And anyway, this is the idea I wanted to present to you. So let's talk further, okay? And of course, Robin is going to be way involved in that.
But I'm not accompanying you because you've got a combo.
Wow. I mean, who could believe that, right? I mean, I don't know what his combo's like. You do, probably.
I've heard bits and pieces.
They're good. I know Joey's unbelievable. I was blown away by his piano playing. He's 17 years old, but he has it. He really has it, don't you think?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, this lady is his teacher right over here.
But I don't teach him the jazz part.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, we try. I try.
Oh,
But he's ahead of me when yes.
okay. Okay, well, there we are.
And don't forget, there once was a time we did Shabbat to Broadway. It's not like it's in Broadway.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and we had a really good time doing it. The only stipulation that we made was that we tried to have some of our composers, not all of them, be Jews. So that was not a difficult thing to do. Broadway? Yeah, Broadway. And also pop, lots of pop.
Well, we might be able, like, if it gets established, we could have different themes.
Sure, whatever you
Yeah.
want.
Okay.
I prefer it to be.
Even I know someone here who is quite a dancer who might want to do that. So we're open there, Marley. Okay, we continue now on page 146 with the Baruch Hu, and we are going to open the ark and we rise. Oh.
Between me and Marley, so.
Oh, okay. Okay, don't go far. Lie, la, 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 la. Lai la 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 la. Lai la 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 la. Lai la 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 la. Lai la 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 la. Lai la 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 la. Barechu et Adonai HaMevorach Baruch Adonai HaMevorach HaMevorach Leolam Vaed HaMevorach HaMevorach Leolam Vaed. And we turn to page 148, where we read in the English the paragraph about what it means to speak the evening into being. Together, blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons according to plan, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tsevaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on the evening. Baruch atah Adonai, Hamari Varavim. On page 152, we have the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod, Malchuto, Leolam Vaed. Okay, we may be seated, whoever's closing. We may be seated while we sing the Ve'ahavta, which even in the writing of the Ve'ahavta, it says you can do it when you recite them, when you stay at home, when you are away, when you lie down, and when you get up. Bind them as a sign upon your hand and serve as a symbol on your forehead. But the point is, you do this in any position you find yourself, okay? So, we're singing on page 154. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha ubechol nafshecha ubechol meodecha vehayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם זאת ביתך ובישעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Adonai Elohechem Emet. On page 158, we have Mi Chamocha, who is like you, O God, among the gods that are worshipped, who is like you, majestic in holiness, awesome in splendor, and working wonders. And Joanne is the tambourine monitor.
3, 4.
Yai bye 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 bye, yabba bye bye bim bam. Yai bye 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 bye, yabba bye bye bim bam. Yai bye 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 bye, yabba bye bye bim bam. Yai bye 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 bye, yabba bye bye bim bam. Mi chamocha nedar Adonai, mi chamocha nedar bakodesh. Nora tehiloto sefele, Nora tehiloto sefele. Yai bye 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 bye, yabba bye bye bim bam. Yai bye bye, yabba bye bye bim bam. Yai bye 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 bye, yabba bye bye bim bam. Yai bye 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 bye, yabba bye bye bim bam. מעלכותך ראו בניך, בוקע ים לפני משה ומרים, והעליינו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. יאי ביי ביי בים בים בם, יאבא ביי ביי בים. Bye bye bye, yabba bye bye bim bam. Yai bye 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 bye, yabba bye bye bim bam. Yai bye 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 bye, yabba bye. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו. ברוך אתה אדוני ברוך שם גל Israel. Amen. Okay, we continue on page 162 with the Shamru. The Shamru, the top paragraph on the page of 162. No, we're good. Yeah, no. Everybody ready now? For all the instructions how to observe the Sabbath, they're right here. It's right here. Veshamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני, עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת. לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, שבת ויהי נפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. So we can take just a moment, a brief moment, to check in with everybody. Oh my goodness, there's so much energy here tonight. And I'm sure there are people who want to share just a little soupçon of what happened this week that you might like to share. Anybody? Oh, Rachel? Oh, that's always a great blessing, isn't it? Yeah. Whoever didn't hear that, that was, Rachel said she talked to an old friend that she hasn't heard from for a very long time. It's always nice to reconstitute your world like that. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Perry?
Marlon just found out today, got into the high school that we've been trying, we didn't know we were gonna get into. It's like
Oh,
it's like a medical program, probably.
medical? You want to be a doctor?
Providence. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Classes are actually in the hospital and stuff.
Oh, Mazel Tov. Well, a Mazel Tov to our darling Marley. And you know, Marley's bat mitzvah is next December. So that's why she's learning the whole service. She's going to be able to do it all. Wonderful. David?
And then, this week was a very interesting week. I had to help my landlord to finish up his projects because he is leaving for Thailand on the 18th of March for a month. So he's going to be staying with some friends down there in Thailand. So he celebrated with that, and we were able to finish everything up on the property that needed to be done. So we're all good to go. And then after this, and then yesterday, I had a mega transportation job that I had to do in your neighborhood there, Rabbi.
Right.
So it was 4 6-packs of horses.
4 times 6, that's 24.
And that makes a case.
What's
4
that?
6-packs, 4 6-packs make one case.
One, what is it?
One case.
One case. Oh, I thought a case was 24.
A case is 24.
Oh, that's right. That's how many. Okay.
So
Okay.
I had to haul 4 6-packs, and it was a very arduous task because a couple of them were a little hard to load, but we managed to get them all transported.
Yes, horses, you know, they don't really like to go in small spaces like that.
True.
And they say, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?
What are you
Don't
doing?"
push so hard on my tuchus and everything.
Well, sometimes we had to push a little bit on their tuchus.
Yeah, I know. I know.
But it was it was an interesting gig.
Okay.
But at least they're in better quarters now, so that was the main concern because they were in distress over at their former location.
Oh, that's important. That's
So they had to move to get into better digs.
Okay, well,
All right.
you made the world a little better.
I
Okay,
think we
yes.
Baruch
Yes.
Hashem.
Our daughter Sarah, who has a
Oh.
jewelry store in Denver, has been going back and forth about renting a much larger space in the more trafficky area of Golden, Colorado. And she signed the LOI yesterday, and she's real nervous about it, but I told her, have faith, it'll work out, you know, so that was a big thing happening.
Yeah, she's at the crossroads. She's going to go from being a backwater store in a very small kind of neighborhood with maybe 10 people walking in and out of the store every day to hundreds. It's going to be a whole different deal. Yeah. Yeah, so we're all praying and hoping that it'll all work out. Yeah. Bunny said it. You got to take risks. I'll tell her Bunny said it, and she was a principal. That's right. Us principals got to stick together. Yeah. Okay. Yes, please, Tracy.
Just a fun fact that you heard about today.
Okay.
This year, both the best actor Oscar and the best actress Oscar both went to Jewish actors.
Wait a second. Oh, because of Adrian Brody and who was the woman? Oh, well, Mikey. That's right, Mikey.
Although they didn't mention being Jewish.
Well, no, Adrian is very obvious about his Judaism, but Mikey did change her last name. Um, yeah,
It was like Rossburg.
yeah,
And she's from the valley, right, Tracy? Yep.
yeah. Well, thank you for bringing that fact to our attention. Okay. All right. So you can put your book down for a minute. I'm gonna share about the Torah portion. And we have a very interesting Torah portion today. I'll tell you, my biggest problem this week was narrowing it down. I could have chosen one of about 15 different topics, but this is the one that kept coming up for me. And our Torah portion is called Tetzaveh, to be commanded. And that's, I imagine a lot of people have a lot of energy on that. Because, we Americans, we don't like people to tell us what to do we? Not really. I know myself, if somebody says, hey, you have to do this, then I go, really? Let's rethink, and nobody likes to be commanded. However, some of us are commanded in a different kind of a way. Everybody who is here has things that they do that they're driven to do. And a lot of times it's in the arts, sometimes it's dance, sometimes it's writing, sometimes it's singing, sometimes it could be almost anything. Some people are driven in their business. I know my father was. He worked every day. It was hard for him to get Shabbat off. He did outdoor lighting. And I'll never forget him asking me, he said he wanted to retire, but he didn't know what he would do with his time. And I said, well, you know what? You got to find a hobby right now. And he took up jewelry making. He learned how to do fashioning gold and lost wax technique. And he had a lot of fun doing that and a lot of creativity. Very nice. But anyway, I'm going to start with talking about Beethoven. Everybody knows about Beethoven, but you may not know this. What? Oh, Beethoven, you remember, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da, right? Beethoven rose each morning at dawn, and he made himself coffee. He was obsessive about this. Each cup had to be made exactly with 60 beans, which he counted out each time. He would then sit at his desk and compose until 2 or 3 in the afternoon. After his time of composition, he would go for a long walk, taking with him a pencil and some sheets of music paper to record any ideas that would come to him on the way. Each night after dinner, he would have a beer, smoke a pipe, and go to bed early, never after 10 o'clock at night. So, that's about Beethoven. Immanuel Kant, you might remember his name, a very well-respected philosopher of modern times, was famous for his routine. He got up, he drank also coffee, he did writing, he gave lectures, he had eating, taking a walk. Everything had its set time. And the neighbors knew precisely that the time was 3:30 p.m. when Kant stepped outside his door with his gray coat and Spanish stick in his hand for his long walk in the afternoon. These details come from a book by Mason Curry entitled Daily Rituals: How Great Minds Make Time, Find Inspiration, and Get to Work. It's something that I'm always wondering about because I really have a hard time, as many artists do, with assigning myself writing time and actually following through with it. You know, I feel like doing this, I feel like doing that, I'm getting a lot of this right now. Yeah, it happens. So the book's point is simple. Most creative people have daily rituals. These form the fertile earth where the seeds of their invention are planted and grow. In some cases, they deliberately took on jobs they did not need to do, simply to establish structure and routine in their lives. An example of this is poet Wallace Stevens, who took a position as an insurance lawyer at the Hartford Accident and Indemnity Company, where he worked until his death. He said that having a job was one of the best things that could happen to him because, quote, it introduces discipline and regularity into one's life. Note the paradox that comes from the balance of routine with creativity. All innovators, pioneers, groundbreakers, trailblazers who formulated new ideas, originated forms of expression, and did things no one had done before, achieved innovation by following established routines every day. Their daily lives could even be seen as boring, you might say. The saying is well known, though we don't know who said it first. Genius is 1% inspiration, you know the rest, 99% perspiration. The paradigm shifting scientific discovery, the path-breaking research, the wildly successful new product, the brilliant novel, the award-winning film, are almost always the result of many years of long hours and attention to detail. Being creative involves hard work and dedication. You know, the ancient word for work in Hebrew is avodah. Avodah, you want to try? Avodah, that's right. It also means serving God, right? Because avodah can be working like I'm digging a ditch. It can also be I'm working like I'm creating the Shabbat. I'm cooking the food for the family. I'm cleaning the house to make it ready for Shabbat. All of those things are serving God. And in times of ancient days, when the high priest and the other priests were doing the sacrifices and saying all the ritual and doing all the things that were necessary, that was also avodah. What applies in the arts, sciences, business, and industry applies equally to the life of the mind and spirit. Achieving any form of spiritual growth requires sustained effort and daily rituals. All the high ideals in the world, such as human beings, are created in God's image, and the love of our neighbors are just words until they are turned into habits of action that can become habits of the heart. We can all recall moments of insight when we had a great idea, a transformative thought, the glimpse of a project that could change our lives. A day, a week, or a year later, the thought has been somewhat forgotten or become a distant memory. At best, a might have been. The people who change the world, whether in small or enormous ways, are those who turn peak experiences into daily routines. They're people that know that details matter, and people who have developed the consistency of a concentrated effort sustained over time. Judaism's greatness is that it takes high ideals and exalted visions, for instance, image of God, faith in God, love of neighbor, and turns them into patterns of behavior. Here's a word for you, halakha. Halakha, which on the one hand means Jewish law, literally means the way to walk. Okay? It involves a set of routines that, like those of great creative minds, reconfigures the brain. It actually reconfigures the brain, giving discipline to our lives and changing the way we feel, think, and act. Much of Judaism must seem to outsiders, and sometimes even to insiders, as boring, repetitive, and routine, obsessed with details and the opposite of drama or inspiration. Yet, that is precisely what writing the novel, composing the symphony, directing the film, perfecting the next life-changing app, or even building a business is most of the time. It's routine. It's a matter of directed effort, focused attention, and daily rituals. That is where all sustainable greatness comes from. Some feel that religious experience is the one that overwhelms you when something happens completely outside the circle of normal experience, like a visitation from the other side, or maybe being awed by the presence of something vast and overwhelming like the Grand Canyon or an ancient sequoia that's 1,000 years old. We have all had those kind of experiences. They linger in the memory, but they are not part of everyday life. They are not woven into the texture of our character. They do not affect what we do or achieve or become. Judaism is about changing us so that we become creative artists whose greatest creation is in fact our own life. And that needs daily rituals like daily prayers, meditation, the food we eat, the way we behave in public or at home. These rituals have effect. We now know through scientific evidence, and this has been very thoroughly documented, even MRI scans, that repeated spiritual exercise actually reconfigures our brains. Isn't that something? It gives us inner resilience. It also makes us more grateful. It gives us a sense of basic trust in the source of our being. It shapes our identity, the way we act and talk and think. Ritual is to spiritual greatness what practice is to a tennis player. Daily writing disciplines to a novelist, and reading company accounts are to the business owner. They are the precondition of high achievement. Serving God is avodah, which means work. If you seek sudden inspiration, then work at it every day for a year or a lifetime. That's how it comes. As a famous golfer said when asked for the secret of his success, I was just lucky. But the funny thing is that the more I practiced, the luckier I became. The more you seek spiritual heights, the more you need the ritual and the routine of halakha, the Jewish way to walk toward God. Amen. And we continue on page 371 with the Misha Berach. Do we have names to mention? I'm not seeing Mark and Margaret. So I imagine we need to mention both of them, Mark Noodleman and Margaret. Gidon Lev, our dear friend who lives in Israel, and he survived Theresienstadt. He was a 6-year-old child at that time. Now he's 90. And sadly, he had a very bad respiratory problem, and he's just recovering. And we're praying and hoping that he's going to be okay. Yes, anyone else?
And we're praying for Isabel Gatti for her recovery, her continued recovery and rehabilitation from her broken pelvis.
Right. That's right. Yes? Sharon Whalen. Okay. And all of those who need our prayers today, who are suffering and need God's healing of mind, body, and spirit. And we rise for page 371 for the Misha Berach. Who's going to open? Would you like to, Marley? Okay. Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor Habracha Limotenu.
May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishe Berach Imotenu Mekor Habracha Le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. And I would like to also say the prayer right underneath, which is Birkat HaGomel for Diane. And it is, blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who has bestowed every goodness upon us. And the congregation replies, Amen. Amen.
May the one who has bestowed goodness upon us continue to bestow every goodness upon us forever. And in Hebrew, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shegmalanu kol tov. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, and we continue now with the Aleinu on page 586. 586. That is the second paragraph, and don't forget, you have to keep turning the pages. When we get to Shehuno Teshamayim is the next page, and accordingly. Okay. Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ, ומשה ויקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושלינתו זו בגבהי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, ידעת היום והשבות אל לבבך. כי אדוני הוא אלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. And we call to mind at this time those we remember tonight on the anniversary of their passing, as well as those who we have lost in recent months. Ilana Gleanert, Leona Zollman, Fran Bernstein, Joel Sussman, Gerald Rosenfeld, Ron Shankman, Ron Caden, Elsie Noodleman, Deborah Fischel, Beverly Craig, Lorinda Bray, Scott Ringwelski, Evelyn Dreyfus, and Rosalie Hutter. Yes, that's Rosalie Hutter. Ida Kushner, Rabbi David Hoffman, Florence Frischman, and all those who have no one to say Kaddish for them. The Kaddish is found on, oh, that's right, and your cousin. I'm sorry. Heather Donahue. May her name be for a blessing. And the Kaddish is found on page 598. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divrach hiruteh, ve'amni malakuteh, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayeh v'chol Beit Yisrael, b'galal v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'lalmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpo'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, Vitadar, Vitale, Vitalal, Shemei de Kudusha, Brichu. Le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran ve'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shamaya v'chayim, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru amen. Go ahead and close. Oh, hang on. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And you may be seated for just a moment. Oh, what happened? Oh, okay. I'd like to ask God's blessing on you. If you'd like to know, it's on page 603, but you just have to answer, Ken Yehi Ratzon. May God bless you and keep you. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ken Yehi Ratzon. May God's light shine upon you, and may God be gracious to you. Yaher Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka, ken yehi ratzon. May you feel God's presence within you always, and may you find peace. Peace in your heart, peace in your life, peace in your relationships, and connection with community. Yisa Adonai panav elecha, v'yasem lecha shalom, ken yehi ratzon. And we have our final hymn, and then, of course, our extra special Oneg Shabbat that is put together by Stacy, the expert of Oneg Shabbats, and all of those things. And in honor of Rachel and her birthday today. So we're going to sing, Ose Shalom Bimromav, Uya Ase Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'yimru, Yimru, Amen. Ya'ase Shalom, Ya'ase Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ya'ase Shalom, Ya'ase Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ya'ase Shalom, Ya'ase Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ya'ase Shalom, Ya'ase Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ya'ase Shalom, Ya'ase Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael. All right. Shabbat Shalom.